Welcome to Story Spectrum. Picture a world before iron, before steel, a world shaped by a revolutionary new metal. This isn't just a story about an alloy. It's the story of how humanity leaped from the Stone Age into a new era of civilization. This is the story of bronze. Our journey begins around 3300 BC in the Fertile Crescent of the Middle East. People had been using pure copper for a while, but it was soft, easily bent, and not great for tools or weapons. But then, an incredible discovery was made. By mixing a small amount of another metal, usually tin, with copper, they created something entirely new. Something harder, more durable, and with a lower melting point, making it easier to cast. They had created bronze. This wasn't an overnight revolution. Tin was rare, much rarer than copper. To get it, ancient peoples had to establish vast and complex trade networks. Archaeologists have found tin from what is now Afghanistan in Mesopotamian cities, and Cornish tin from Britain all the way in the eastern Mediterranean. These trade routes were the superhighways of the ancient world, carrying not just metals, but ideas, cultures, and languages across continents. The quest for bronze literally connected the world. So what did they do with this amazing new material? Everything. The Bronze Age saw an explosion of innovation. Smiths, who were once seen as simple artisans, became masters of a powerful technology, almost like magicians. They created stronger axes for clearing forests and plows for tilling the land, leading to agricultural surpluses. More food meant larger populations and the growth of the first cities. In these cities, society became more complex. We see the rise of specialized jobs: potters, weavers, priests, and soldiers. A social hierarchy developed, with a ruling class of kings and nobles who controlled the production and distribution of bronze. Their power was often displayed through magnificent bronze artifacts. Think of the intricate bronze helmets of Mycenaean warriors, the beautiful ceremonial vessels of Shang Dynasty China, or the stunning statues and jewelry found in tombs from Egypt to Europe. Bronze wasn't just practical. It was a symbol of wealth, status, and power. And of course, there was warfare. The Bronze Age was also an age of epic conflicts. Armies clashed, equipped with bronze swords, shields, and spearheads. A bronze sword could shatter a stone weapon, giving its wielder a decisive advantage. The chariot, a deadly war machine with bronze-fitted wheels and components, dominated the battlefields of the Near East. Empires rose and fell on the strength of their bronze armies. The tales of the Trojan War, immortalized by Homer, are set squarely in this era. A world of bronze-clad heroes fighting for glory. But the Age of Bronze wasn't uniform across the globe. In China, the Shang and Zhou dynasties developed a piece mold casting technique that was unique in the world, allowing them to create incredibly elaborate and massive ritual vessels, some weighing over 1,800 pounds. These weren't just containers. They were central to state rituals for communicating with ancestors. Meanwhile, in the Indus Valley, cities like Mohenjo-daro thrived, producing beautiful bronze figurines like the famous Dancing Girl, showing a mastery of the craft for artistic expression. And in Europe, cultures like the Urnfield and Hallstatt people developed their own distinct styles of bronze tools, weapons, and ornaments. But like all great eras, the Bronze Age had to end. Around 1200 BC, something dramatic happened. A perfect storm of climate change, mass migrations, and systemic disruption caused the great civilizations of the eastern Mediterranean to suddenly and violently collapse. Trade routes were severed. Cities were burned. The knowledge of writing was lost in many places. This period is known as the Late Bronze Age collapse. In the chaos, the supply of tin, essential for making bronze, dried up. Civilizations were forced to find an alternative. And they did. A new metal, one that was more abundant, but much harder to work with: iron. The Iron Age had begun, and bronze was dethroned as the king of metals. But did bronze just disappear? Not at all. Its story was just beginning a new chapter. While iron took over for tools and weapons, bronze found a new and lasting purpose. Its resistance to corrosion and its beautiful aesthetic made it the perfect material for art and architecture. The Greeks and Romans perfected the lost wax casting method, allowing them to create breathtakingly realistic, life-sized statues. Think of the Artemision bronze, a magnificent statue of a god, either Zeus or Poseidon, pulled from the sea. The sheer artistry and technical skill are mind-blowing. The Romans used bronze for everything from monumental doors on temples like the Pantheon to everyday items like coins, lamps, and surgical instruments. Throughout the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, bronze remained the premier material for sculptors. Donatello's David was the first freestanding nude bronze statue since antiquity, a landmark of Renaissance art. Ghiberti's Magnificent. The Gates of Paradise for the Florence Baptistery are a testament to the enduring power and beauty of bronze. It was also the metal of choice for casting church bells, their resonant tones calling communities to worship for centuries. The sound of a bell is, in many ways, the sound of bronze singing. And what about today? You might think bronze is just a relic of the past, something you only see in museums. But you'd be wrong. Bronze is all around us, often in places you wouldn't expect. Its unique properties make it incredibly useful. Remember how it resists corrosion? That makes bronze alloys essential in marine applications. Ship propellers and underwater fittings are often made of bronze because it holds up so well in saltwater. Its low friction properties mean it's used for bearings, bushings, and gears in all kinds of machinery, from cars to industrial equipment. Look at the musical instruments in an orchestra. The cymbals, the gongs, the bells, they are all made of specific bronze alloys, carefully formulated to produce rich, resonant sounds. The strings on an acoustic guitar or a piano, often wound with bronze for a bright, clear tone. And of course, its artistic legacy continues. From the Statue of Liberty, which is actually a copper skin over a steel frame, to modern sculptures in city parks, bronze is still the choice for creating art that lasts. The way it develops a patina, a greenish or brownish film, over time gives it a sense of age and dignity that few other materials can match. We still award bronze medals to third-place athletes in the Olympics, a direct link back to its ancient association with achievement and value. So from the first axe that felled a tree to the propeller that drives a supercarrier, from a Shang Dynasty wine vessel to the cymbals in a rock band, bronze has been with us. It's a material that helped build our first cities, connect our world, create timeless art, and continues to play a vital, if often hidden, role in our modern technological society. It's more than just a metal. It's a thread woven through the entire tapestry of human history. Like, subscribe and see you in another story.